What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy. It is Kit Nagy. It is Nagy on Sports. And it is week 16 as the playoff picture begins to get clearer and clearer. There are still plenty of decisions to be made. And as fate would have it, here we had the first seeds playing each other in yesterday's sim. And now we've got the second seeds from both conferences playing each other here today. Massive matchup. Potential division or higher seed implications for the Browns as well in this one. So we've got Dallas in South Florida to take on Mike McDaniel's Miami Dolphins. Kit, how are we doing today?
Doing well, and yeah, definitely a big matchup here as two heavyweights from either conference going toe-to-toe in this one. Dallas and Miami, certainly electric offenses, very good defenses as well, and should be a great matchup as two 10-4 teams will duke it out here in Miami.
Welcome in, Mitchell. Welcome in, Bo. Good to have you guys on here. Tua and company will be on the field first. Happy to have A-Chain back, as well as Tyreek Hill, who missed the last week's game, although that didn't really matter when they won, 30-0 or something along those lines. Or was last week the game that was really close? I don't know. They're all blending together now. Regardless, he's happy to have Tyreek back. Turn around, give it to Mostert up the middle, and Mostert will get just a couple. He is having another electric year out of the backfield as Raheem Mostert. And touchdown machine, and again, speed for days is the theme on offense here, with Tua kind of acting as the point guard. Mostert again, he'll get a wiggle through the middle, broken tackle, first down to the 33 for Mostert.
Yeah, nice little run, getting shifty there in the hole for Mostert. Nicely done for him. And Bo, understand the disdain for Dallas, certainly, but on the other hand, from a Browns rooting perspective, you probably should be rooting for Dallas in this one, as Miami losing is good for the Browns in that it gives them a chance still at the number 1 seed, which is probably where the Browns do need them to lose this one, as well as their final one against the Buffalo Bills. And then hopefully beat the Ravens in between is what your rooting interest probably should be as a Browns fan.
Third and 1 here. Have yet to put the ball in the air. 2 under center. They'll run it a 5th time in a row, and Mostert's got another first down. J-Ron Curse on the other end, but 5 runs and 2 first downs nearing the midfield stripe here for the offense.
Hey, that's fair, Bill. I totally get it. It makes it difficult to root for a team. I lived in Texas for a while as well, so I understand the dislike of this team, to be sure.
To his first drop back, he's actually going to scramble, and he's going to pick up 10. And another first down here, and now they are into Dallas territory officially for the 1st and 10. Tua in an empty set here now. 5 wide, quick throw right side, got his tight end. Durham Smith just squeaked it past Van Der Esch on that one. And a first down to the 26 now, as this opening Dolphins drive is a successful one. Hey Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns. Berrios comes in motion from left to right. 2 out of a shotgun. He's got the rookie Devin A-Chain on his right hip. And knocked out of bounds for Berrios after a gain of 4.
So far, Miami staying ahead of the sticks on a very productive
drive. 2nd and 6 here now. Cross it over the middle, right at the sticks again. Waddle's first touch, and he's got a first down to the 15. So just stacking first downs here by ground and by air. Of course, if you saw that Dallas and Buffalo game last weekend, Buffalo just pounded the rock with James Cook and just beat up Dallas. They had no answer for it. You can see a little bit of that game plan here from Miami early with 6 big runs.
Yes, indeed. And they've got a bit of a track star team here.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they're going to get quite heavy enough, certainly than the Bills were. Here's a 3rd and 4 now. Can the Cowboys get off the field and force 3? Blitz coming. Tua's going to roll to the right. He's got space. Into the end zone. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios! And they get into the end zone. All kinds of blitzers, and Tua got out of the pocket. And a big touchdown for the Dolphins.
Yeah, nicely scripted opening drive here for the Dolphins. Nicely done on that little crossing route across the pattern. A little mesh action gets them into the end zone for the touchdown. Nicely done for Miami as they take the early lead.
Indeed, they do. How about 13 plays, 79 yards, almost 6 minutes to do it. That's how you keep Dak at this electric offense. All right, Dak and company out onto the field. So, Bo, I think Kit had kind of pointed it out earlier. If you have designs on the Browns somehow winning the division and then the first seed, which would mean home field throughout, of course, would be for the Dolphins to lose 2 out of their 3 remaining games. And then the win, of course, would be over the Ravens next week. So that's, if you're playing that pipe dream game of the Browns winning the division and potentially getting a first seed, that's why we're rooting for the Cowboys in this one, as Dak's going to try to load up on a 3rd and 1. It's going to be knocked out of his hands by Van Ginkel, and they're going to go for it. Oh, sorry, it was 2nd and 1. Apparently now it's 3rd and 1. That was weird.
Yeah, essentially,
very quickly.
Essentially, the teams that the Browns need to have a few losses for them to have a chance at the number 1 seed. The Chiefs need 1 additional loss. The Dolphins need 2 additional losses, and then of course the Ravens need 2 losses. So it is possible for the Browns still to take number 1 seed. It is a long shot. Now, I'm not saying this is a likely path that it would go that way. But there is some chance still the Browns are still in the number 1 seed. You just look at it right there. Still a chance the Browns are in a position. They do hold the tiebreaker over the Ravens though, so if they have an even record with the Ravens, they will be in the NFC, in charge of the NFC North, or excuse me, AFC North, and will at least be the number 2 seed. If they do have a tied record with the Ravens by the end of this. So home field either way, if they do it that way, just they would need the Miami Dolphins to drop 2 and the Chiefs to drop 1 to make that number 1 seed possible.
Hey, Don, welcome in. Hey, Applied, welcome in. Good to have you guys on. 3rd and 5. Tua, deep shot, got his man. It's the tight end again, Durham Smith. And or Smythe, however you say that Y last name. But it's a big first down, skinny post. First down to already the 39 of the Dallas Cowboys.
And Bo, I think there's really 2 reasons why you want to root for either the number 2 seed or number 1 seed, and that's for the fact that A, it's a home playoff game, which the Browns have not had since the 80s. Was the last time they had, the drive and the fumble were the last time the Browns had home playoff games. And then the other reason for it is because this defense just plays out of their mind at home. They are 7 and 1, and the only game that they dropped at home was that Ravens game where you gave 90 minutes of preparation to the rookie DTR. All of a sudden he's going in to start unexpectedly. And it wasn't the defense that lost that game. The defense was on the field pretty constantly throughout that game, and the results kind of, the turnovers in particular were difficult. So
3rd and 2, a quick throw. Smith again. Tua now 7 of 9 for 73 yards and a touchdown. And a touchdown. And that was a big first down now to the 16. They're driving again quickly. to a end zone, floats it, knocked away. Kearse got his hands up there. Waddle, the intended target. 2nd and 10, quickly happening first quarter here, already under 4.5 to go. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports joining you here today. Blitz coming, Tua fields it over the middle and dropped and then blown up as Braxton Berrios hit hard by Kearse flying across the middle. Probably should have held on to that one before he got drilled.
Looked like even an opportunity for an interception missed on that one. Defender in a good position, couldn't come away with it.
Tua again to the 1, and Berrios is almost in for the touchdown. That would have been his 2nd of the quarter. As so far, Tyreek and Jalen Waddle have been more decoys, and it's been Smith and Berrios, and now a 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, I'd take another look at this one. That one looked like it was in to me. I'm surprised they didn't take another glance.
Now they're going to give it to Mostert, one of his 72 touchdowns that he has on the season. And very quickly, the Dolphins, 2 quick scores here, and the Cowboys maybe feeling a little bit of a hangover from that beat down in a wet, rainy Buffalo a week ago. Hey, Rick, welcome on.
So I will say, Bo, that you're right.
All right, well, you're at home. You got all the momentum.
Yep. I was going to say the one thing that I think you're right. The number 1 seed is probably a pipe dream. More so, it's a higher probability chance the Browns could come away still with the win or with the AFC North title, and that one in particular does still provide home playoff football, as the Browns would likely be the number 2 seed in most scenarios, with a tied record with the Ravens, and it is quite possible because the Ravens still have to play these Miami Dolphins, they have to play the 49ers, and they have to play the Steelers. So we are looking for the Ravens to drop 2 of their remaining 3 and the Browns to win out, and if that happens, then the Browns take the AFC North and get home playoff football, which is a big deal, as I mentioned earlier.
3rd and 2, and Pollard will get the first down. First down of the game here for the Cowboys. Nice to get a little bit of an exhale there and at least get their defense a blow here as Dak will climb under center. Again, do appreciate everybody being on with us here today. 7-yard out route. First catch for CeeDee Lamb, the ever-explosive CeeDee Lamb. They're up to the 44-yard line. Now a heavy backfield here. 2 tight ends, or excuse me, a tight end and a fullback with Pollard. They'll play action out of it. Over the middle and knocked away. David Long, I believe. Excuse me, Duke Riley, the linebacker, swatting it away now. A 3rd and 3. Back to pass now against the 5-man rush. They take care of it for a minute. Dak across the middle. Wide open is his tight end, Jake Ferguson. Well, they picked up the extra blitzer, and that gave Ferguson enough time to be wide open, and Dak does enough to give himself the time to throw him wide open. Look at that shot.
Yeah, impressive off the back foot there. Looked a little bit like some of Flacco's recent throws that have had so much success off of a back foot. Just throwing a floater up in space, but he didn't need to do much. He was wide open.
Pollard tries the middle, and there's just really nowhere to go. Don, what do you mean, how does the AFC versus NFC look this year? Are you talking about like in our sims, or are you talking about like Kit and or I's opinions of just the conferences in general? I think maybe the NFC's definitely top heavier.
Yeah.
Where people might call the 49ers the best team in the league. Maybe the Eagles, of course, they've struggled a little bit as well, these Cowboys. And then there's a pretty deep drop-off, and you're going to have a bunch of like 6-7, 7-7 teams like fighting to win divisions in terms of like the NFC South. Whereas like you look at the teams who are like in the hunt, it's like 8-6 Buffalo and 7-7 or 8-6 Cincinnati. Like there's a lot of depth to the AFC's playoff run.
Way more of a log
yeah, not as clear cut of like I think the Chiefs. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are really good where they want to be. Buffalo would scare me if I had to play them. The Browns keep finding ways to do it. The Ravens obviously keep just ridiculously pulling wins out that they have no business doing. They sort of feel like a team of destiny right now. So, yeah, very interesting. Kit, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that the NFC probably has, better individual teams right now. I don't think there's a single team in the AFC that is like that as good as clearly the 49ers. Maybe a couple others in the NFC right now. Not that I don't think that going toe-to-toe in a Super Bowl that the AFC doesn't have a chance to win that game. I think, there are a number of AFC teams that could win in Super Bowl this year. Actually, quite a few. Probably more than there are in the NFC. But in the NFC, those top premium teams really are, they are very, very good and going to be dangerous. Whoever comes out of that is going to be very dangerous in that game. I just think there's fewer teams that
First
are
quarter
likely
comes to a close, 14-3.
I was going to say I think there are fewer teams that are likely to come out of that melee on the NFC side, as opposed to, there are still a lot of teams that could find their way in the AFC. On the AFC side of things, there are teams that right now are not even in the playoffs that could get to the Super Bowl yet. It's crazy that way because it's so jam-packed, and the teams are good. There's not like the guys that are some of these teams that are the Bills, for example, is a great example of it. They played really rough football early, but they have gotten a lot better lately, especially post firing their offensive coordinator, and all of a sudden, they're a team nobody wants to play right now, and they absolutely could win a Super Bowl should they get there. But they've got their work cut out because right now they may not even make the playoffs. It's crazy that way.
Yep. It is crazy that way. All right, here's Dak. They're looking for their first touchdown of the game. They'll go play action and quickly dump it left side. That's the fullback, Hunter Luepke. Luepke's got himself 7 yards there on his first catch. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. Appreciate you joining us here for a little Friday football. Again, look forward to Kit and I bringing you Browns and Texans. All of a sudden, a matchup that at the beginning of the year looked like it was probably going to be a dud, but now all of a sudden the Texans are fighting for one of those playoff spots, and the Browns trying to hold on to their wild card supremacy here. So it's all of a sudden a very interesting game, and despite C.J. Stroud being out, the Texans are going to give us everything we can handle. We'll see what it looks like in simulated form tomorrow. Third and 8. Shotgun snap here for Dak Prescott. He's back to pass against the 4-man rush. Good time. Over the middle. Got CeeDee Lamb. Spin move off his defender to the 35. Dragged down at the 32. You need a first down. You go find Eights, and you stick it between both of them, and that's what Dak did that time. A lot of good protection. Let him fly right into the middle once again of that Miami Dolphins zone, and CeeDee Lamb holds on for a big first down.
Yeah, nicely done, just putting it right in that gap in the soft spot in the zone. Nicely done by CeeDee Lamb, keeping his balance. Here he is again keeping his balance, breaking tackles downfield down to the 12. CeeDee Lamb coming alive here, and they need it.
Beautiful play for CeeDee Lamb. They do indeed. Now inside that 15-yard line, new set of downs. Trips to the left side. CeeDee Lamb, 2 big plays to get them down to this spot. Now they go Pollard up the middle. Juke move to the 10, to the 5. And they'll say officially the 6-yard line is his forward progress. Sweet little move in the backfield there for Tony Pollard. 2nd and 4 now. Dak, turn around, pulling Zach Martin, and he'll follow him near the first down, but still inches short. So they still can get a first down here at about the 2.5. And golly darn, they are real close to it now, 3rd and inches. Turn around, Pollard. He'll be met in the backfield. Fights through it, not just for the first down, but for the touchdown. Tony Pollard, what a run for him, and the Cowboys are right back in this game.
Yeah, that was an absolutely critical effort there by Pollard because he doesn't want to be held short or lose yardage. He actually gets hit at a spot where he would have lost yardage, put them in a rough decision, 4th and 2. You kind of feel like you have to have the touchdown. Now it's a bit of a dicey call. What do you have drawn up for that? You know, you want to make sure you get the touchdown. But then Pollard goes and takes care of business, not only fighting through the tackle, but getting himself all the way into the end zone through all that contact. Nicely done by him, guaranteeing the points without them having to worry about that 4th down call. Big play.
What's up, 1985? 16-0 Massillon Tigers.
That has been a powerhouse program.
I don't think they won the state championship this year.
I don't know, but I do know that's been a powerhouse program really ever since.
St. Ed's won.
Yeah, ever since Paul Brown. I mean, that's the reason. Massillon Tigers are the reason. Yeah, the Massillon Tigers are the reason that the Browns and the Bengals are orange. In fact.
Go. Back to pass now. Tua, 2nd and 10 over the middle. Got it. First catch of the day for Tyreek, and he's got a big shot to the 39-yard line. Looks like he's getting up okay. A little bit of that tweaked lower body injury, and a big throw and a big catch for a 1st down, Dolphins. But I don't think that they were 16-0 this year, 1985, because they definitely didn't win the state championship, which they would have done to have been 16-0. So that would be Lakewood St. Ed's, who won states this year, with a couple of Ohio State commits on the offensive line. A set of twin brothers come into play O-line for the Buckeyes. 2nd and 7 now. He'll zip it over the middle again, and they've had a lot of success in the middle of the field, and Waddle catches this one. Already over 200 yards of total offense here halfway through the 2nd quarter. Miami seemingly moving the ball at will. Can the Cowboys get a stop? Tua in a shotgun once again. And he'll give this one to the rookie, Achan. And Achan's really kind of struggled to get going. 3 carries, -1 yard. As that time it's the nickel corner Jordan Lewis shooting into the backfield. Empty set again now, 5 wide against the 4-man rush. Pressure breaks through, so Tua winds up, but he holds it just a little bit too long, and Micah Parsons gets around. He'll have to share it with one of the other defensive linemen, but Micah Parsons making his presence felt here finally. Looks like Jonathan Hankins will get the other half credit. Go Bucks. As Tua was just about to let that one go, Parsons gets home. Massillon's D2 now. I didn't realize that. And you actually beat St. Ed's. Interesting. They still won the Division I state championship, but that is interesting. I can't say that I'm as dialed into Ohio high school football as I once was when I was a little bit closer to being in high school. All right, back out onto the field. A good, successful season. You can see over 1,100 yards rushing again in the simulated wins for Tony Pollard. We'll see what he can look like. Quick throw left side, Ferguson, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. Prescott again, left side throw. And CeeDee Lamb on the other end of it one more time for a 1st down. So about 5 minutes left here in this 1st quarter. In our 2nd game of the week for this week 16. Fired over the middle. Oh, had a man. That was Brandon Cooks, and he just overshot him a little bit. That would have been maybe a touchdown. Cooks out of step on the defender that time. Prescott over the middle, another shot down the seam, and he finds his tight end, Jake Ferguson. Really blossoming into like Jason Witten 2.0 in front of our eyes this season. Jake Ferguson, the Wisconsin Badger, has been beastly for the Cowboys. McCarthy getting a little gray in that beard over there. Trips to the left side, under 4.5 to go now, first half. Dak driving over the middle. And a short throw and catch to Pollard. A little angle route out of the backfield. Call it the 26. Dak now motioning. I feel like we should add in the here we go every time he snaps the ball. Left side end zone. Oh, he can't pull it in. CeeDee Lamb covered by Howard. The touchdown was there, and Lamb couldn't snag it. Prescott over the middle, first down again on a 3rd and 3. Broken tackle. Ferguson, he's got the 15-yard line now into the red zone. Come the Cowboys. Trips to the left side again now for Dak. Back to pass against the 4-man rush. He's got lots of time. He'll throw it over the middle. He's got Pollard first down. Spun around to the 5, to the 4, and a 1st and goal, Cowboys. Good response. Remember, Miami was up 14-0 in this one. Now Pollard a yard away from tying it up. 3 tight ends line up to the left side. Pollard the single back. Everybody on the line of scrimmage for the Dolphins. He'll quickly throw out of it. Left side, touchdown! It's Jake Ferguson. Only fitting that he gets rewarded on this drive because he was so good, and now a kick away from a tie game. Good pitch and catch there. All right, well, here we go. 2:10 on the clock now. Tie game. The offensive struggle that we maybe predicted has started to show up a little bit here now. Big throw right side. 2 on Tyreek. Watch out. He can go. Oh, just tripped up. Stephon Gilmore saves the touchdown. We know if Tua gets those wheels going, ain't nobody in the league going to catch him, and they're lucky to stop him, but a big gainer for the Dolphins. Squish the fish. Perfect. Tua left side. Open. Berrios 35. 25 rather. Caught it at the 30. Got to the 25. Pick up 9. Another near first down. Tua across the middle again. First down. Cedric Wilson. Running backs on either side of Tua now. $1:25 and counting. No urgency with all 3 timeouts. Tua, quick little throw. It's going to be Achane right side. Tries to break the tackle, but can't. Taken down at the 16. Still nobody calling timeout.
No,
finally Miami says, we want a little bit of that clock if you score here.
Yeah, interesting that's the first timeout, but certainly an interesting, or certainly credit the defense there. Nice pressure forcing the check down and a 2nd and 8 here.
Here comes Tua. They're setting up screen right side. It's going to be Achane. Can he break the tackle? He can. He didn't wait for his blocker. It's actually Mostert. on the receiving end, and he's not going to get anything. One catch for no yards. Now, neither team calling timeout again. So kind of interesting. The Cowboys haven't called any of these timeouts. Try to give themselves some clock if they can get him off the field. 3rd and 8. Tua, he'll step up. First down is in his sights. He's right at the sticks. And they're going to give it to him, and then they call timeout number 2.
Wow.
Tua now from a pistol. He'll step up again and run to the 5. Touchdown! Tua Tagovailoa showing off the wheels and into the end zone for a touchdown, Dolphins.
Playing the violin, a whole orchestra out there, a little flute player and everything. But interesting play there. Vander Esch on the screen was excellent, well read, just plays Mostert so nicely, and then 2 plays in a row gets burned by Tua, which you don't really expect. First, both of them just escaping up the pocket, and then a completely whiffed tackle attempt. Didn't even try to tackle him. It was just a weird pursuit angle he took on Tua, and I don't know, that was some pretty poor execution on his part, because he should have had both of those.
(24-17) now, Miami, and again you scratch your head at why Dallas didn't call any of their timeouts. Miami was down into the red zone with about 90 seconds left, and Dallas just let them do what they wanted. And now we're going to go to halftime. They're going to have zero opportunity to respond. So 24-17, a lot of first half scoring. It's kind of what we thought it would be here. Let's buckle up and see what kind of finish we can get here for our second game of the week. All right, Turpin, spin move to the right side, tries the 25, and it'll be thrown to the ground by Brandon Jones. All right, Dak down 7. It's been pretty effective. Neither quarterback has made the big mistake yet. And let's see if they can try to tie this one up here starting the second half. He's got a 3-step drop. Now he'll roll to the right. Pressure coming. He'll dump it short. Just check it down to Pollard. Only a gain of 2, but better than taking that sack. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports, only place that you can get live simulated football games with that live original commentary. Lots of places, well, lots of places. Several places will sim football games, but nobody does it with live original commentary. You're just stuck with the Madden goobers in the background, which, even as cool as they are, they do get old and repeat the same things over and over again. Now, big blitz coming. Dak feels it, fires it into traffic. Good coverage by Howard. Better catch by CeeDee Lamb.
That's right.
Clock continuing to run here. Again, opening drive of this second half. Both these teams 10-4. Both these teams happen to be the number 2 seed. Pollard, big block. First down, juke move. Past the 45 to the 40. Sweet little run there by Tony Pollard. First down, Cowboys. That climbs under center. 2 tight ends. 2 receivers bunched up close on either side. Dak quickly over the middle. CeeDee Lamb again takes a shot from the linebacker, Duke Riley, but pops right back up. CeeDee Lamb, tough 6 yards there for the Oklahoma Sooner product.
Yeah, but very important part of this offense into this game.
First down.
Closing in on 100 yards now is CeeDee Lamb, and he has been so important as a target for Dak Prescott.
He really has. Back to pass now. Prescott again, over the middle. Found him again, right on cue. CeeDee Lamb. How about just the skinniest of posts from the slot that time, and CeeDee Lamb into the end zone, and we got a tie game. Kick pending. Yeah,
it was huge. Absolutely saw the coverage they were looking for on that one. Beautiful ball right in stride. CeeDee Lamb makes the slightest adjustment to reach around and catch that one, but that's all he needed, and he was right in there for the touchdown to tie this one right back up. And what a game this has been, back and forth.
24-24 now. That was an opening second half drive. Took under 5 minutes for them to get down and get into the end zone, but that's exactly what they did. And now Tua and company with their first drive of this second half. Look at that, 288 to 279 total yards. Everything about this game has been even Stevens. But right now, we'll see again if one team makes the big mistake and if that sparks the gap needed.
Well, Waddle paid for that one with an absolute lick of the shot there.
Yeah, he did. Floated over the top. Waddle again. He can still see straight because, yeah, you're right. He got walloped. And now another catch for a first down to midfield. Up the middle. And, they're going to say that last kind of push got him the first down.
Very generous spot
Interesting.
there.
Looked like he was kind of short and got thrown at the last,
I think he was short. And
kind of pushed across the line.
Even at the end there, it didn't look like he was past the line. Interesting call. A little home cooking, perhaps.
Perhaps indeed dropped by the tight end Salbert. On that one, 24-24. Trips to the left side for Tua. Blitz coming. They don't field Parsons. They don't block Parsons. And that is a mistake. Big sack for Micah.
Yeah, can't leave that man unblocked. He is far too good for that. He is going to come off like a rocket off that edge. If you don't put a blocker on him, he's going to sack the quarterback no matter what.
A big throw and a first down, though. Jalen Waddle again. It's kind of been his drive now with 3 big catches. And we're into the 30-yard line here, driving for a score once again. Here comes Achane. Left side to the 20, to the 15. Nobody's going to catch the rookie because he can fly. Untouched from 30 yards. Devon Achane into the end zone, and Miami retakes the lead in this slugfest.
Yeah, Miami caught Dallas expecting a pass there with the trips out to the left. They all go out and block and create a nice little lane for Achane to take advantage of. And to take advantage of it, he does, scoring easily with that hole out on the perimeter provided by all that nice blocking out there by his wide receivers. Well done.
Very rarely do we see a 30-yard run where he's completely untouched. He didn't have to break any tackles. Just had excellent blocking in front of him, and then again, turning on that speed that we know he has plenty of. All right, well, 31-24. This thing keeps going back and forth. Again, look Dak on the last drive, 4 for 4, 54 yards. They ended up in the end zone to CeeDee Lamb. Let's see what the response can be this time for the Cowboys. Dak back to pass. He'll fire on a skinny drag across the middle, but nobody went with CeeDee Lamb. Big catch and a big run for 25. It's like they released him across the middle and then nobody else was there.
Yeah, impressive day here for CeeDee Lamb. I believe that puts him over 100. He has just been very, very good in this game, and you see him out there just by himself. As good as he has been, you gotta have a plan for him. And that's certainly not it.
First and 10, fire left side. And caught by Cooks up at about the 44-yard line. His first catch of the day. 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. Haven't had a bunch of incompletions or reasons to stop the clock. This game's going pretty quick. Oh, here's an incompletion, though, because Jalen Ramsey just decapitated Cooks on that hit. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he actually had more space to the inside. That cut probably a little bit more shallow than it should have been.
And the dreaded screen sack that time as Dak eats it, and Christian Wilkins gets right up the middle. Again, trying to set up a screen for Lord knows what reasons. And Wilkins blows it up, and that's going to push him out of any attempt at even thinking about kicking a field goal, and they're going to have to punt this one away with veteran Brian Anger, and this thing takes a big Miami bounce. And now the Dolphins, for the first time, a chance to take this thing past a one-score lead for the first time since they were up 14-0. Hey, Mason, welcome in. High formation here, Alec Ingold. Both teams have fullbacks on the roster, much to Kit's delight. Now Tua in trouble again. Parsons drills him and he can't get anything on it. Short arms it incomplete. Trips to the left side once again. And now they'll reposition the receivers. Tua against the blitz again. Right side into traffic and dropped. I'm not sure who dropped, if it was Curse or if it was Waddle. One of the two dropped it. It could have been picked.
Well, I was going to say, another missed opportunity for this defense. I think they had a shot at that pick, certainly.
Coming back to the football and a little bit of a scramble drill. Tyreek Hill is many things. Tall is not one of them, and he threw a jump ball to the 5'6" receiver, or 5'8", or whatever he is.
Yeah, that felt like a
Hail. Not able to bring it in, and so credit the Cowboy defense. They will force the punt.
It felt like a little mini Hail Mary there as Tua not able to put enough power behind that off his back foot. So it ends up as a ball that kind of hung up there for a while and just was a jump ball for a bunch of defenders and a few receivers. And, obviously, as Phil mentioned, the height there, not in the favor of his receiver.
No, it's not. Many skill sets. That is not one of them. Quick little dump left side. Oh, Pollard makes a man miss. First down and more. Another broken tackle and a huge run after the catch to the 35. First down for the Cowboys.
Yeah, what a game Pollard is having here. He has been very good. We talked earlier about that critical touchdown that took away the opportunity for a fourth down decision, then just makes a man miss by being very shifty after the catch, and then nice contact balance through it to continue. Really nicely done from Pollard.
Pollard again, big hole up the middle. Give him another 11 yards and a first down. So just back and forth. This game has gone, much like we think that it might in real life. Dak, now he's going to try to QB power right away. Did like a weird juke move in the backfield, ends up losing two in the process.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to fake a pitch to a ghost runner that wasn't out there. It was very odd. And then decided to take it himself, and really not a lot doing on that particular play. Probably draw up a little better one than that. Maybe broken, though.
And they did the same thing. He
really
takes
odd.
the drop back and immediately just runs up the middle.
It's very bizarre.
3rd and 9. Let's see if they go. See if it's 3 times in a row.
It's almost like a quarterback
this
draw
time he's
zone.
going to stand back there long enough to survey. Yeah, that was weird. He does finally dump it off, but Cooks is going to be a couple of yards shy. He had a ton of time in the pocket, and now they're going to go for it on 4th and 3.
Yeah, I don't like
Gutsy
that at
call
all.
Here from McCarthy.
It's certainly gutsy. I don't like that. If you're going to set up on a scramble drill, you got to set up past the sticks, buddy.
Oh, wow. Wide open to the end zone, Cooks. What is happening?
That was wild.
Dak running to the right again, hit as he throws a wobbler, but Cooks is all by himself.
That felt like a pick ball all the way, except nobody was there except for his receiver, which is crazy. Somehow he throws it through all that contact with enough to get it to his guy, because that would have been picked in just about every other possible scenario there. I don't know how that ended up. Look, I mean, you see how many defenders were all in that area except for where the receiver was and where the ball needed to go, and somehow Dak Prescott muscles it through all of that to get the touchdown to tie this one up on 4th down.
It was a very glitchy sequence of plays there for Madden, so I feel like maybe it only makes sense that it was a really weird glitchy touchdown.
Yeah.
at the end of it. Well, 31-31 is the
Yes.
outcome regardless. And again, these teams just trading counter punches at this point.
That kind of felt like Madden decided this game needed to be tied.
Incomplete. Yeah, and that's a little bit of what it felt like. We've seen some crazy things happen when their little algorithm determines what needs to happen. Tua, he'll roll, pressure in his face. Watch out! Ooh, that ball may be a fumble. They're going to call it incomplete immediately on the field.
Yeah, I'd take another look at that one. That did not feel like that arm was coming forward at all. I felt like that was probably a fumble opportunity missed for this defense.
Uh-oh, wide open Waddle, and he's fortunate to step out of bounds, or at least Gilmore's fortunate that he stepped out of bounds, because we know Waddle can also fly. His 6th catch, also 97 yards. Beautiful look at this route as he just beat Gilmore and beat him pretty badly off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he sure did. Taking that speed advantage and doing good things with it, but nice strike downfield there for Tua.
Here comes Mostert up the middle. He'll try the left side. Just a short gain there before Zua got him. 2 tackles for Osa'o there in the middle. He and Hankins patrolling the middle of that defensive line for the most part. 31-31 as the third quarter trickles to a close, and he had Waddle. He had beaten Stephon Gilmore again, and Tua's just got to layer that ball over the top. He rifled that one in, incomplete.
Yeah, just missed by a few strides there.
So, 4th down coming up as he just got tripped up evading the line. The man coverage downfield would have given Tua plenty of time to get that first down, but really, really nice tackle to save it there. You can see diving there is Jonathan Hankins to save the first down. A rare punt in this one for Jake Bailey. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Again, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports joining you. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we'd appreciate that very much. Our next milestone would be 1,100 subscribers, which would be awesome. We're about 20 away from that. So if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, or if you've gotten yourself a new Gmail address recently and haven't subscribed from that account, you can do that as well. We very much appreciate it. All right, 30 seconds and counting to go here. Dak under center. They'll go Pollard again, right side. Good blocking. Sweet little juke move again. He's been really subtle with the jukes, but guys are missing him. And another near first down for Tony Pollard.
Definitely subtle indeed, but he has been very effective with them and has been great in this entire game. As we're going to take this one into the quarter break, finally down to the fourth quarter of what has been an electric ball game, back and forth, very even as you can see from the stats there. And both teams clawing for this one, but some fun football both ways.
3rd and 1. Play action. Boot to the right side. Road. Chubb had him. Throws it. And incomplete. I think he did just enough to alter the flight path because it went out of bounds. So he booted right into the waiting arms of Bradley Chubb, and incomplete, and a punt upcoming.
Yeah, Chubb absolutely should have had that sack. Surprising he didn't, but he did enough to force the 4th down in the punt. And in a game like this, you kind of have to. Not very many punts in this game, but certainly have to, as it's been very back and forth. Now you're really asking your defense to stand tall here. They need to stop.
Tua on the play action across the middle to Waddle again. Gives Waddle 7 catches and over 100 yards in this one. 2nd and 4. Into the fourth quarter now. They'll try to run it with Mostert to the left side. He can't get past the line of scrimmage. Van Der Esch getting into that B gap pretty quickly.
Yeah.
3rd and 4 now. They'll spread them out 5 wide. Tua over the middle. First down. Tyreek juke move to the 35. Way too much cushion there on a 3rd and short, in my opinion. And a big first down now for the Dolphins. 13:10 on the clock. Play shifting again from Tagovailoa. He's back to pass. 13 minutes and delivers a strike to the right side. Another catch for Durham Smith. Tight end again. Very involved in the offense. 5 catches, 63 yards for Smith. Clock and chains keep moving.
Yep, little stick concept there, spreading out 5 against your 4 zone defenders and finding the gap where it works.
Mostert tries the right side with limited success. 71st play run by the Dolphins. They've been running a lot of them. First down again. Completed to Jalen Waddle. They're into Dallas territory. Hard count for Tua. He'll turn around now. Now he'll roll. Now he's in trouble. Pressure coming, and he'll just throw this one out of bounds wisely before he took the hit from Odozua. 2nd and 10. Tua steps in the pocket, delivers a strike over the middle. Tyreek Hill right at the sticks, and once again, maybe a favorable spot, but first down is the spot.
Yeah, a little more home cooking. I guess they're saying forward progress, but he was definitely coming back to the ball, so I'm not sure how they credited that with forward progress.
Not sure either, but now they made up for it potentially. I don't know. 2-yard loss. At least Madden made up for it by making them go backwards. 2nd and 12 now after Waddle stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, watch out. Tyreek breaks a tackle. Oh, and I think he might have gotten horse-collared by Malik Hooker on the way down. That's exactly what it is. But I think Hooker's maybe thinking, I got to save a touchdown here because Tyreek almost had him beat. Automatic first down. Down to the 15-yard line. Again, Malik Hooker, go Bucks. Holding on to anything he could, dragging Tyreek down by the horse collar. 1st and 10 now. Tua dropping back. Max protect, but they don't block quite long enough. DeMarcus Lawrence forcing that early pressure, and the football gets chucked out of bounds. 2nd and 10.
Not sure how that worked. The physics did not look right at all for that throw out of bounds, but maybe should have been either a sack or a fumble, perhaps, or if not that, it should have been a gun to the sideline. It should have been a little wobbly pick, lob pick opportunity for the defense. And none of those, or all of those, were more likely than what we actually saw.
It's 3rd and 10. He tried to loft it over the top to his tight end Smith. And Donovan Wilson able to get his hands on it. Kind of drops an interception. The net result is now a 3-point attempt. Jason Sanders on for the Dolphins. And his kick is up, and his kick is good. He kicked the field goal way back when they were up 14-3. And now they has them up 34-31 here with 9:14 to go.
Well,
in this fourth quarter, it's been a close game. Yesterday's sim was really close too. Excited to have 2 close sims in a row.
Has been a close sim, and you asked for the defense to make a stop for Dallas with the way your offense has been playing, especially after they were forced to punt. That feels like a huge win opportunity here for Dallas to take a lead rather than tie up the ball game, but they've got to get it done on offense, unlike the last drive.
2nd and 5 now. 5 more yards to Jake Ferguson's tally. Dak climbs under center. Turnaround play action. Firing it. Deep shot. Almost picked. Needed to push it just a little bit further down the field. Xavier Howard right there as he's been locked up with CeeDee Lamb most of the game. 3rd and 5. Dak setting up screen. Oh no! 2nd screen sack for Wilkins. Just too easy for him because Dak holds the ball interminably long. And a 3 and out, unfortunately, for the Cowboys, and they're going to have to punt it right back. Rip the screen game.
Yep. We've been complaining about that for a long time.
It felt like it was fixed for a while, and now it's...
Yeah. It works.
It's cycling back towards...
Yeah, it works like
50%
of the time, which is better than it was, but maybe less. Maybe it's like 1 in 3 or something. But like it works sometimes at least, which is better than it had been. But it's still not a great play and is far too likely to result in a sack, unfortunately.
Big gainer for Mostert to the left side, up to the 35, and immediately back into Cowboy territory after kind of a muffed punt from Anger. Was not able to push the ball down the field. Tua, quick throw right side, tight end again. Smith tackled by Jordan Lewis, another 5-yard gain. Durham Smith having a whale of an afternoon as well. If you had any of these receivers or tight ends for both teams in your fantasy playoffs, you're very happy right now. Tua, play action, shot, right side, got his man, and if he hadn't made him fall down, he would have gone into the end zone. Tyreek Hill has to kind of slow down and fall down to catch the football. Instead, it's just a 1st and goal. Otherwise, he should be in the end zone.
Should have been. Just thrown too far behind him, the adjustment. Yeah, it was the adjustment to the ball that caused him to slip. It was a better ball there from Tua. It is a touchdown.
Let's see if they're going to be chasing those 4 points or more. Incomplete. Tried to go for Julian Hill, one of the other tight ends on the roster. 6 minutes, 9 seconds. This could be a borderline kill shot for the Dolphins if they can punch it in. Left side throw, caught Berrios to the 3, and he'll be dragged down at the 2. He wasn't going to make his way through Lewis and Deron Bland. Now a big 3rd and goal from the 2. Heavy sets on both sides. Turn around, give it to Ingold, the fullback, and he's going to be short. He didn't get it. They tried to fool him, and now on 4th and goal from the 1. Let's see what McDaniel wants to do.
Interesting choice here. I mean, you're still within a touchdown if you go for the field goal. A touchdown feels like it puts the game out of reach, but if you don't get it, then it's within 3, and they're going to go for the points. So making it a touchdown game, probably a smart move, just because the outcome, if you don't make it, is very hazardous. But now, obviously you gotta play some defense. You've had some success on the last 2 drives. They need to find one more at a minimum to have a chance to win this game, as this high-powered Cowboys offense, is looking to get back into that rhythm they had earlier, and probably that goes through CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, interesting idea there, Bill. I wonder if, my guess is that they probably don't run a lot of QB sneaks, only because with Tua's head injury. How about this big throw to a wide open Michael Gallup?
Nice.
I don't think they want their quarterback diving his head into a pile again when he's had so many concussions.
Yeah,
would be my guess, but maybe. Look at this throw, one of these like sort of intentionally underthrown balls that Gallup sees before the rookie Cam Smith does, and a big gainer to the right side.
No, that one's all about
for Gallup's first catch.
That one is all about the fact that it's man coverage and the defender is looking at his man, not looking at the quarterback. If you underthrow a man coverage ball like that, your receiver has the opportunity to adjust before the defense does, because now he's adjusting based on the man, not based on the ball.
2nd and 2 now. Pollard skinning through the hole again for another first down. He's been efficient with his 18 carries today. Now 3 tight ends checking into the game. I think McCarthy tries to slow play this, maybe try to score with no time on the board, and he'll be sacked again. Raekwon Davis getting back there. 3rd sack of the day, and the first one not directly related to a screen pass. Pollard, and he'll be stuck right at the line now. 3rd and 17, so all of a sudden perhaps a little bit too conservative now. You're going to be forced to go to the air. Got to make a smart play here if you're Dak. He's back to pass. Looking, stepping up. Got a lot of green grass. He doesn't want to take it yet. He'll roll down the line and just chuck it out of bounds. Interesting. Why not just take the yards if you're going to do that?
Yeah, no, he should have taken off if he's going to throw it out of bounds. That was not the right choice. Forcing a field goal makes it a 3-point game, but now you have to have an absolute stop and ideally 3 and out or a turnover to have a chance in this game. You can't really afford to allow them to get in field goal range because, really, yes, it would be back to a 7-point game, and if you have a Hail Mary or a long shot that busts one, it's maybe, but it's making the odds much more slim here, giving them anything but a 3 and out. You really want time for your offense to operate and not feel like
Dallas trailing here.
Yeah, not feel like your playbook is closed off to only certain things.
All right, I formation Ingold into the game. They got a couple tight ends in there as well. Back to pass though. Play action, a shot coming to end it perhaps, and Tyreek had a step. Deron Bland in coverage, and Tua just didn't give him a shot, chucking that thing out of bounds.
Yep, just missed. Did Tua.
They went for the coffin shot there. Ooh, I think we might get PI. Looked like Donovan Wilson knocked him over, and that's exactly what we're going to get. Jalen Waddle, and I'm really surprised that Miami is throwing the football right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, and I'm also surprised at that play. He was in good position. He didn't need to push the receiver. He does, and gets the PI called on him. Just not a very smart play there.
Now they'll go to the ground with Mostert, and we've gotten down to the 2-minute warning. All right, well, the quick math says that I think a first down probably ends it, or darn near close. I guess it depends on which down you pick up the first down on. But I don't think you want to give up one. They try to hit him, and they got him right at the backfield. There's the timeout number 1. Now 3rd and 4. Here we go. This is potentially the game for the Cowboys if they want to have a shot to get the football back. Delayed draw, handoff up the middle, first down. Achane. And that's probably all she wrote for the Cowboys.
Not without a turnover.
Up the middle, Mostert carrying that thing. Yep, you're right. I think not without a turnover. This one will be over. Miami going to survive the slugfest on South Beach. 37-34 looks like the final score in this one. I suppose they could get the football back with about 50 seconds left. Actually, that's not. Well, I guess if they throw the ball, that would be silly.
What?
And stop the clock. But if they run it and stop it, they'll have about 20 seconds.
What are you?
Screen. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because Mostert's got a huge gainer and a first down.
Of course, Miami can run screens.
That time the screen pass worked,
yeah.
Fortunately for them. Right. Well, eventful till the end, which is all we can hope for here since we are in the entertainment business, much like the NFL. 37-34 is where this one's going to come to a close. They're in victory formation, and the Dolphins will survive, which is good for the AFC, I guess, but not good for the Browns. Kit, go ahead and start wrapping this one up.
Yeah, this one absolutely was entertaining all the way through, start to finish. Kind of a heavyweight back and forth, a bunch of haymakers in this game, but keeping relatively level throughout as they were just trading blows back and forth. But at the end of the day, a few drives that did not go the Dallas Cowboys' way ends up being the difference here late in the ball game, and Miami capitalizes with a few late field goals to end up winning this ball game by the slimmest of margins after what was an absolute slugfest and touchdowns back and forth. Just a field goal being the difference.
Absolutely. Dak today in the close loss, 26 of 38 for 350. Had 3 touchdowns. Again, neither team committed a turnover in this game. Feels like it's been a minute since we've had a game without a turnover. Pollard, 19 for 83 and a touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 9 for 96. CeeDee Lamb, 8 for a $142. Both those guys getting into the end zone. Pollard, 4 for 36. Cooks, 3 for 27. Again, in that really interestingly wobbly touchdown that they had as well. Van Der Esch was all over the place. 16 tackles for him. 10 for Jaron Kearse. and Malik Hooker, both of your safeties. Sacks today, 1.5 for Parsons. The other half was by Jonathan Hankins. And again, we talked about the fact that neither team committed a turnover in this one. Tua in the win, 31 of 48 for 392. Just one touchdown for Tua in this one because 3 of them came on the ground. 21 for 96 for Mostert in the end zone, 6 for 32 for Tua into the end zone, and 5 for 38 for the rookie HN into the end zone as well. Receiving, how about Waddle? 8 for $112. Hill, 7 for $114. That's what those two can do as a combo. Barrios, 6 for 62. He had the touchdown, 6 for 68. So for your third and your fourth tier receivers, that's pretty solid afternoons today. David Long Jr. playing for the injured Jerome Baker. The middle linebacker has 11 tackles, 10 for Xavier Howard. 2 sacks for Wilkins. Again, both of those on screen passes. Raekwon Davis had the other one, and again, no turnovers today. Well, what a fun one this one was, guys. We really appreciate you being on with us. Again, we will bring you Browns and Texans sometime tomorrow. I would say like late morning, early afternoon. But Kit and I haven't officially declared that just yet, but that would be my guess because I think the real football is like 4:30, 8:30 tomorrow. So the real NFL football at least. So we appreciate you guys being on with us so much. This was a lot of fun. Thanks to all of our subscribers for keeping us afloat and helping us continue to make Nagy on Sports a thing that people consume. So appreciate you guys. For Kit out on the left coast, I am Phil here in Central Ohio, and we are Nagy on Sports. Today we will say, go Dolphins. And as always, go